Thank you. The disturbing news this week, more rumours about budget cuts to the security organisation ACES. ACES, of course, says they can't cut back anymore. They already get most of their information on well-known people from fantail rappers. Later this year, in America, trials will begin on ATMs that don't take key cards but actually read the pattern of your iris. The banks say you'll never have to worry about losing your card again. Maybe not, but what about if you show them the wrong iris and the machine confiscates your eye? You try going into the bank and explaining how you're lost and applying for a new one. In Burma, 2 comedians have been jailed for satirising the military during an Independence Day ceremony. You know what this means? A flood of funny refugees. Australian comedy will just change overnight. Think of the jokes. 2 Cambodians walk into a landmine. There's an Englishman, an Irishman, and an Australian about to be murdered by the Khmer Rouge. And how many refugees does it take to change a light bulb? 2. 1 to change it, 1 to hide in the old bulb and try and escape the repressive regime in a garbage truck. A British TV documentary has revealed that Shell Oil was involved in the deaths of 80 Nigerians killed by security forces while protesting against the company's environmental damage. When the news reached Shell head office, a spokesman said the company was deeply shocked. We didn't even know third world countries had environments, he said. A McDonald's restaurant in Melbourne has installed a syringe disposal unit after it became a favourite junkie hangout. Of course the junkies love Maccas. Suddenly their jingle makes sense. It's smack time now. But to capitalise on their new clientele, they're changing their slogan to "You deserve a break and enter today." Other restaurants are getting in on the act too, with several Chinatown eateries offering a noodle exchange program. There's one thing I can't work out, though. Why is it the McDonald's staff are fully trained in the disposal of syringes, but they can't get that damn pickle off their burgers? Thank you. And that's the good news. Welcome to Good News Week. Our first team tonight, a trio that makes the Manson family look like the Brady Bunch. Mikey Robbins, the golden-throated Max Sharam, and Radio National's food guru, Alan Saunders. Their opponents, the holiest of holy trinities, Sue Cruickshank, Peter Berner, and theatre sports star, Tanya Bulmer. All right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Round 1. Mikey, Max, and Alan. Tell us about this story.
Right, yeah.
Animal cell planter.
Animal cell planter.
They can read.
They're injecting cows with geneticists. What's this? This is the shooter's party. Mad cheese disease.
It's a mad pig disease that we're all about to catch.
I hope so.
From?
Is it to do with actually... I like this because it annoys the out of vegetarians that a lot of...
Gelatine in lollipops.
Oh, yes.
Is made out of vegetarians.
No. Yes.
That would annoy the hell out of
If you grind down a big vegetarian, you get a decent meatloaf, and you can't say no to that. It's actually to do with cheese and a lot of stuff that vegetarians like, having pig genetic material and cow, and like animal stuff that they didn't really want, also in their veggies as well.
Mikey, as a food guru, I can tell you all cheese has animal material in it. It's squeezed out of cows.
Yes, but that cheese has udders. And that's right. And also in veggies as well. Stuff that there's pigs turning up in sheep stuff, there's animals turning up. It's like a party at my place.
I'm actually a bit confused by the answer, but I think I'll give you 2. The National Food Authority is examining the labelling of genetically engineered foods because, at the moment, shoppers don't really know what they're buying.
That's what I said.
Exactly. I think you all said it in some shape or form. Genetic engineers have been doing some amazing work, though. They crossed a camel with a watermelon and got a fruit that spits out its own seeds. They crossed a kumquat with a cattle dog and got a cum when you call it quat. And they crossed a Granny Smith with a pit bull and got an apple that really does keep the doctor away. So it's good night from me, and it's good night from him. Sue, Pete, Tanya.
Yes.
That was shocking. Yes. Throw some light on this, please.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's her.
Hillary?
Yes.
Hillary.
Oh, it's
Hillary again.
Yes.
I taped 6 o'clock every morning this week, the news, and I went to study and watch the video, and I got aerobics all week. So what I see from that is sit-ups.
Can we have that footage again?
Yes, thank
Can
you
we
so
show
much.
it
Can we
again?
see it again? I mean, I was a bit distracted.
Actually, let's see the footage again, please.
Right, thank you very much. Now, that is, in fact...
It's whitewater.
It's whitewater. It's a mummy, a virgin woman.
Doing a sit-up.
In a white dress.
I'm not surprised that's how she
discovered
looks.
a mummy, a virgin mummy, right? And they're going to make babies, and it's going to be the first child since
Christ.
of a virgin woman. And
That can do sit-ups.
and Hillary Clinton's going to be the godmother.
But see, I think basically if it's found in ice, what they didn't want to happen is it accidentally defrost in someone's martini.
Oh, and also, how did she die, Peter?
She died, I'll tell you this for a fact, she died with a blow to the back of the head. It was contusion she died from.
And that's fantastic. I'm going to give you 2 points and stop you right there. It is the story of a 14-year-old Inca virgin sacrificed more than 500 years ago who was discovered on a Peruvian glacier.
Everything we said.
Offers are coming in from all over the world to buy the Inca Virgin. 2 million from Cambridge University, 3 million from UCLA, and 500 an hour from Charlie Sheen. Mikey, Max, and Alan. 3 clues to a strange but true story. They are a SWAT team.
Oh, that's them.
Ah, SWAT team, there they are.
An armoured car.
Yes.
And a gas mask.
Ah, yes.
Hellfire.
And for Sue, Peter, and Tanya, we have a payslip.
Ah, not mine.
No, it's mine.
A box of matches. I fear for the life of this chicken.
Food again? Last time it was a pie.
A boiled chicken.
Oh, boiled. Thank you.
Sue, do you want that?
What part do you like, the breast or the leg?
I have the bone.
I'll have the matches.
Oh, all right.
Those stories and more tonight on Good News Week. Start round 2, a game we call Stolen Goods. Max, we've removed an object from this photograph. Can you tell us what it is?
Okay, it's a SM59.
Oh, no, I don't think it is.
Okay, it's a Shaw 57.
Okay, you want to go? Another go? One more go?
It's the lyrics from Daniel.
It's a curry on the way out.
I don't think you're going to get it. It is, in fact...
No, wait. It's his...
It's a drawer.
It's his...
Come on, Pete.
It's a tennis racket.
I know
It's a tennis racket.
It's a tennis racket.
And 1 point there, it was, of course, a tennis racket.
It pays to keep in practice, doesn't it? the tennis.
That's a very, very tricky volley he's made.
Elton's doubles partner is still missing, and police hold fears for his safety. Peter.
Correct. What a good memory you've got.
Ray Martin has his gold logo in one hand. What have we pinched from the other hand? I've got to warn you, it may not be the shape indicated there.
It's his other gold logie.
No?
Keep working on it.
It's the Paxton's biography.
And it's on the front of who?
It's on the front of Who Weekly. It's a copy of... Yes,
It's
Tanya?
a picture of him with someone doing aerobics.
You are obsessed.
She's fixated.
Can we go out on a limb here, my friend?
Okay, I'm throwing it out to my
Picture of his
distance.
dentist.
It's actually that's his gold logo. In the other hand, he had his silver logo.
You're right.
His silver logo.
I said logie.
Gold logo. That's the silver logo. I think you've got way too much sugar in your diet, Max. Way too much.
I've been told that before, actually.
Surprise, surprise. It's Ray's silver logie. Ray says he's got so many logies, he's running out of places to put them. Although I hear Shane Paxton has a suggestion. The second one-on-one game is Good News Roulette. Alan, 3 headlines from that esteemed journal, New Scientist. 1 is real, 2 are fake. Spot the real headline. Bad Frau disease linked to Berlin water. Sad doll disease ends in tears. And plaid shirt disease clue to violent behaviour.
That one has to be.
What's wrong with plaid?
It's okay if you don't have it injected genetically. We've got sad doll disease ends in tears, bad Frau disease linked to Berlin water. I don't know anything about Berlin water, eau de cologne perhaps. We're going for 2. Max is pointing to 2. Max is on a bit of a roll at the moment, so I think it's probably sad doll disease ends in tears.
You are right. They're right.
Yeah,
Sad doll disease ends in tears. Sad doll disease is infecting old plastic dolls, causing thick brown liquid to leak from their joints and eyeballs. So what? Now the dolls are even more like real kitties. It cries, it sleeps, it gets real sick and leaks disgusting fluid.
I'm going to take that card off you in a second.
Tanya, your roulette comes from the world of daytime talk shows.
Oh, good,
okay?
yes.
Which one of these has been the title of a Ricky Lake, Oprah or Donahue show? I talk virgins into sleeping with me. You could be next. I make America's most wanted donuts. I sued my mother for giving birth to me.
I know the answer to this one because I have seen it.
Oh, good on you, Tanya.
That's because you're an actor and you don't work much.
Because you can read, Mikey.
I don't... It is number 1. Absolutely, positively, I have no doubt in my mind because I saw it.
I saw it last week too. I'm Ricky.
You were on it.
Tanya is right. And I'm going to give you 2 points for that.
Oh, what about 3?
Well, damn it, 3 then. Was I talk virgin to sleeping with me? You could be next. Ricky's special guest on this particular show was God.
It was him. It was him.
Finishing round 2, this day tonight. Mikey, we want you to tell us the special identity of this boy who's having his birthday today.
Oh, yes.
I can tell you he's turning 36, and he has a difficult name to pronounce.
Oh, good.
And watch this.
He's,
I mean, who is it?
Oh, dear.
Oh, of course. Well, that's the bloke who used to be Prince and has now changed his name to IUD symbol.
You are right. Yeah. It is Prince. Or I should say, it is the artist formerly known as Prince. Oh, there he is. Taking his clothes off again. His new wife, Maytai, is expecting a baby in November, and Mr. Silly Symbol has promised to change his name again to celebrate the birth. What about the artist formerly getting some sleep, or the artist vomited on about half an hour ago? Sue,
yes.
This day tonight for you concerns a famous person and her achievement. She was the first in world sporting history, and her journey lasted 189 days.
1988 Australian of the Year is...
Well, right now it's tennis.
No,
Yep,
no.
absolutely.
It's sport. And it's a woman.
Come on, Sue.
Yes, but I'm being helped.
I thought it was Kay Cotty.
Is it
Oh,
fake?
no!
It's not.
I've got a wonderful line about her, but I can't say it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No, I won't, but I think it's Kay Cotty.
You're right, it's Kay Cotty.
Oh, she is.
Yes. Oh, yes.
1 point for that. Kay Cotty had become the first woman to sail solo, non-stop and unassisted around the world. At the moment, a 17-year-old West Australian, David Dix, is trying to become the youngest sailor ever to do the same. David admits being a lone yachtsman is an expensive, lonely, even pointless business, but it's all training for his future career. He wants to be the Governor-General. Checking the scores now at the halfway mark, and Mikey, Max and Alan are home and hosed on a very powerful 6 points. While Sue, Peter and Tanya are high and dry on 6 points. Face value now, the bonus round, the pits team against team. A photo of a disguised celebrity. If you can guess who it is straight away, 4 points. 1 piece of disguise removed, you get 3 points, 2 pieces, 2 points, so on. Max, who is this?
I know.
Oh,
Anytime.
you know Peter Berner, but I don't, okay?
It's that liberal guy who phoned
Johnny
people up.
Jack Boots.
Anyone from that team? Have a go.
It's that liberal guy who phoned people up and disguised voices, did his Chico Marx impersonations, and that's how he used to dress. Hey, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Yeah,
It's either that or one of the bananas after a rave party. Hey, B2, I'm home! I'm home!
Okay, we're going to throw it over to Sue's team.
Is that dark skin or not?
Yeah, it's dark skin, and they've done a bit of... We want to take a punt at Al Grasby.
And you're wrong. Let's take a bit of the disguise, please.
Okay, I recognise the mo.
Oh, hang on.
Come on.
It's Brian Brown.
Wrong. Okay, let's start over here. Peter, Sue, Tanya.
George Michael.
George Michael it is.
I know his ear
That's the other
anyway.
guy from Wham.
Well, you didn't know his ear there.
No.
Sorry.
And that is 3 points to Tanya
He's older.
and her team. And it is, of course, George Michael. George finally has a new album out after contractual problems that stopped him recording for 3 years. If only Sony lawyers had noticed that clause during the Wham years. Round 4, the gorgeous odd one out. Mikey, Max and Alan. Who's the jewel in the crown here? Mother Teresa?
Oh, yeah. Always nice to see.
The Inca Virgin?
2 virgins.
Barbara Cartland?
3 virgins.
And wait for it, Courtney Love.
It's a great picture of Courtney. I actually think it must be the Inca version because the other ones are endangered species.
Virgins are an endangered species too. The virgin's the only one that's been oven wrapped, by the look of her.
It's a virgin thing.
None of the others are
But
wearing eye makeup.
Barbara is professionally into virgins, though not actually one herself, I believe.
She perpetuates the myth of virgins, as does his Mother Teresa.
I adore Barbara Cartland.
And she's very fond of you too. Yeah. Oh, we're going to say Courtney Love.
We'll go for Courtney.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. You gave me the answer. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
It is, of course, the Inca Virgin.
I told them.
Why were you pointing at Barbara Cartland?
I said I love Barbara. It doesn't mean she's right.
Look, I'll turn the car around now. We'll never go anywhere again.
It is, of course, the Inca Virgin because it's only a matter of time before someone asks her out on a date. To mark the discovery, Madonna is releasing a brand new single, Inca Virgin Defrosted for the very first time. Sue, Peter, Tanya.
Yes.
Who's the beast amongst these flowers? You've got Alice in Wonderland there.
LSD
Popeye the
freak.
Sailor Man.
Spinach freak.
Kate Moss.
Depth
Parsley
freak.
freak.
And the big-boned Michael Hebrenko.
Oh, now that's nice.
The first 3...
Now just, just
This is not our answer, we're just thinking aloud. Kate Moss and Alice in Wonderland and Popeye are all 2-dimensional.
Alice and Popeye and Michael, is it? All eat things and their size goes up and down. Popeye with spinach and they've outgrown. He outgrew his shirt. She outgrew the house. He outgrew his house. And if you looked at Kate Moss in her house, you wouldn't see her if she was standing sideways because she's too thin.
That is a great answer.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
I'm going to give you 1 point for that, but it was completely incorrect.
I told you when this...
It's Popeye because eating gets the others into trouble. Michael Hebrenko says he just has a bit of a problem with puppy fat. And yes, he knows he shouldn't eat all those puppies, but they're so damn tasty. So with only 1 round to go, Mikey, Max and Alan are going back for seconds on 7 points. While Sue, Peter and Tanya tickle their tonsils on 10 points. A possible 5 points for a very good, strange but true story. And of course, if you stuff it up completely, there's possible no score at all. So anything could happen here. The tension in the room is almost non-existent. Mikey, Max, Alan, your clues were a SWAT team.
Yes, let's see them
An
again.
armoured car.
You love that car, don't you, Max?
And a gas mask.
avant-armoured guard.
There was these guys, and they got in a car, and they were all wearing their masks because it was a Chernobyl disaster, actually, but they were mixed with French and they were... Anyway, and that's when they came to the very, very incredible crux where they were all actually in the car, and this guy said,
Actually, I mean, that was the worst thing going through the drive-through McDonald's.
I think it's got to be the SWAT team is in the armoured car, and they're a nervous SWAT team. And if you've got a nervous SWAT team in a confined space, you need a gas mask. I mean, you know, it's the...
It was a bunch of stinky swatties, and we're going with that.
Yeah.
No, I think we need to lace it with something.
You are right. They're right. Yes, it all happened in Canada when an armoured car started driving erratically and repeatedly opening and closing its doors. Police thought it had been hijacked, but when they caught up with it, the driver explained he was just trying to clear the air after his partner had passed wind. Sue, Peter and Tanya.
She's eating our evidence.
You had a pay slip, a box of matches and a boiled chicken. Now half a boiled chicken. What is the strange but true story?
Well, it happened in the Philippines, and it was very sad because there was this very... Tanya, you finish it. Oh, it's too sad.
All right. She's really sensitive. It was a poor man who,
No, it's a chicken, Tanya. It's a chicken.
He was a poor man, Mikey, and now he's a chicken.
No, it's not. Peter, take
Peter,
over.
you finish.
That's Marcos.
I'd like to say that my partners, my learned counsel, started the job.
What did they put in the water before the show? That's what I want to know.
There was this poor man in a factory.
It was a poor man in a factory, and because he wasn't being paid enough, a la payslip, he burnt down the chicken plucking factory.
That was very brave of you, might I say.
I think it's important that it's a boiled chicken because I think there were live chickens in the factory and water, and after the fire they were boiled.
I like that. We're going with that. That's better. That's
Very good, Ken.
that's better than anything I had.
Someone started a fire in a factory and it boiled chickens.
Money, chickens burn up, very sad.
Okay, I'm going to give you 1 point for that. I'm sorry, it was wrong.
I want to know what the right answer is then.
Okay, well,
If
if everyone will just shut up for a second, I'll give it to you. Renato Salazar decided...
We should have opened it up and says it
It says it in there.
You stupid people.
I thought it was a prop.
Renato Salazar decided to start a fire in the truck company where he worked after they refused to give him a pay rise. He opened a couple of gas tanks, climbed inside a water-filled drum and lit a match. Police later found him coming to the boil. The coroner's official finding was needs more salt. Mikey Robbins, Max Sharam and Alan Saunders have finished off with a delicious 12 points, making them the winners. Beating Sue Cruickshank, Peter Berner and Tanya Bulmer, who are still a little pink in the middle on 11 points. So we say thank you to all our competitors and leave you with the good news that Shell Oil has expressed the deepest regret at the deaths of 80 innocent Nigerians, and as a mark of respect, their service stations will be selling 24 cans of Pepsi for only $12.50. Good night.
It's good news, someone's got the bomb, so we're contaminated.